Hey everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Carol. Nice to meet you if this is our first time together, and welcome back if you are a seasoned subscriber. Today's video is going to be a bit of a lot of things. First, I'm going to start with updating you on last month's haul because I haven't really updated anyone. I haven't really been posting a lot, and I'll talk more about why I haven't. And I want to share with you this month's haul. This month is a lot more controlled. I didn't buy nearly as many makeup products as I did last month, and I bought a few items of clothing and a few accessories. That will be the second part. And the last part, if you're interested, we're going to talk about an update in terms of my own life. So without any further ado, I think I'm going to start off with updating you on the makeup products. Starting off with everything I bought from MAC. First thing I want to talk about is my MAC Glow Play tinted lipsticks. What are they actually supposed to be called? I really can't see. But regardless, I have two shades. I have the shade Greatly Admired, and I also have the shade That Tickles. I have a favorite out of the two, and actually the first one I bought was Greatly Admired, and then because I really enjoyed Greatly Admired, I actually purchased That Tickles. But to be completely honest, I think that Tickles is my favorite because I do love me more of a brown toned lipstick. That Tickles is absolutely beautiful. I really love Greatly Admired too, but I feel like I have something similar to Greatly Admired that I acquired in April, and that has kind of competed a little bit with That Tickles, but Greatly Admired has stayed a very unique lip product in my collection. The formula is not moisturizing, to be honest. I don't find that my lips are moisturized because of it, and I don't think that these are the most long-lasting tinted lip balms, as I will discuss something else that I think is more long-lasting later on. But all of that being said, I adore these. I love wearing them. I feel like they're easy, they're effortless, and they look good with everything. And the level of pigmentation is comfortable to feel like you're actually wearing a lipstick, but it's also comfortable to apply it haphazardly without really being very focused on how you're applying it onto your lips. I really like these, and I highly recommend them. Sticking with the Glow Play theme, we have the blushes. I have the shade No Shame and the shade Blush Please. And again, I do have a favorite. I feel like the shade No Shame is not nearly pigmented enough, whereas this one is a lot more easier to apply because you see the shade on your skin much faster. And building this takes more time than I anticipated. I just feel like I love Blush Please so very much. This is actually the blush that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I really love this. I mean, I can't tell you how much I love this in words because this has been just a blind go-to. Whenever I'm not sure what I want to apply on my cheeks, this is the first thought that pops into my head, and I love it, and I love looking at myself throughout the day. I feel like these are very beautifully long-lasting. This one being maybe less long-lasting because I just don't see it as much on my skin as I do this. These are gorgeous. This is a gorgeous formula. Really gorgeous. But if I knew how lacking this would be in terms of pigmentation as I kept using it, I probably wouldn't have bought this shade and would have looked for another pink. But I have zero regrets when it comes to the shade Blush Please. Blush Please, I love it. Let's talk about this. This is a product that I'm familiar with. I was familiar with it before I went cruelty-free. I'm not cruelty-free anymore. It's not that MAC went cruelty-free. I stopped because of reasons that I discussed earlier in previous videos. I'll maybe link one or two above. The shades I used to have the shade Pink Light, I think, and I got the shade Gold Light. Yes, I really like this, but I don't think that this is the most powerful highlighter in the world, because when I apply foundation relatively heavily, I feel like this doesn't show through my foundation as much as I thought it would. Maybe the foundations I used to use back in the day were lighter, but that being said, I still see it. It's very subtle and it's very soft. I don't know if I am as in love with it as I thought I would be. I love it, but I'm not obsessed with it. But I'm gonna enjoy using this, and maybe my opinion changes if I start mixing it with other foundations. The final MAC product that I purchased was the Extra Dimension eyeshadow in the shade Sweet Heat. This is stunning. Really, really, really beautiful. It's an easy go-to eyeshadow product for people who don't love a statement on their eyelids. If you love something soft and your skin, I think that this would look good on all skin types. But if you have skin that's kind of similar to mine, this looks like an elevated My Lids but better, but really glowy and quite shimmery. I wouldn't say it's shimmery, maybe it's metallic, because I can't see a contrast between the shade and the shimmer, so it looks more as like a shimmery shadow, but the shimmers are the same color as the base. Does that make sense? I really like it. The application is easy as can be, smooth as possible. It picks up beautifully with the brush and it picks up beautifully with the finger. I don't see a lot of difference regarding both application methods. I think that it blends so stunningly. I love these. If they had more shades that I felt like I could wear, I would buy more of them. But the other shades I feel like are a bit, maybe not to my taste. I don't know. I went back to the store and I swatched Amorous Alloy. It's just a bit much for me on a daily basis, but it's beautiful. So if you love a warm toned reddy brown, Amorous Alloy is stunning. But this is like a peachy rose gold type of thing. It's beautiful. I also purchased a brush set from Real Techniques, and these are the two brushes that I've used consistently since. I have mentioned that I want to try this with blushes, and it works so well with all of my powder blushes, not with the Glow Play, because I feel like the Glow Play is a formula that requires me to use a stippling brush, but this is stunning, stunning, stunning with powder blushes. Blends beautifully. I have really enjoyed using this. I mean, as you can see, it's dirty because I have used it with so many different things and I love it. And the other one, this one was maybe the blush brush. Yeah, the blush brush from Real Techniques. This one is probably like the setting brush. Yes, the setting brush is my go-to brush for a highlighter. This is what I used today to apply this one, and I just really adore this blush. Moving on to the Chanel liquid eyeshadow. I will say that this is so beautiful and long lasting, but apply one eye at a time and blend it immediately because it sets quickly. However, when you blend one eye at a time, it blends easily. It's not too dry, but it lasts for the entire day. This shadow is a bit dramatic for me. It's quite dramatic for me, but I really like it on special occasions and on night outs, or nights out. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, it's a beautiful formula that I think if it was cheaper I would buy more of, but this was maybe like $50 in Israel, something wild like that, and for that reason I don't see myself purchasing more of these, but I love the shade that I got, and I can definitely see myself wearing this on occasions that can take a dramatic eyeshadow. This is the shade 32 Vastness, in case I haven't mentioned it. Alright, now let's talk about the Shiseido gel powder eyeshadows. Pop powder gel eyeshadows. I have 4 of them. I have strong feelings about some of them and not so strong feelings about others. Strong positive feelings, to be honest, and not so strong but still positive feelings about the rest. Let's talk about my favorites. I have really loved the shade 02 Horu Horu Silk. Listen, like, this is absolutely mesmerizing on the eyes. Gorgeous on the eyes. But I do love applying them first with my fingers and then blending with a brush. I feel like it does make a bit of a difference. This is so beautiful. It looks insanely reflective on the eyes and very textured. Just the kind of eyeshadow that I love to wear whenever I want to feel like I am that bee, if you know what I mean. This is stunning. I really highly recommend swatching these eyeshadows. They're beautiful. And the other one that I really loved is the shade 8 Suru Suru Taupe. Like, listen, this looks non-assuming, kind of boring in the pan, but go back to my April haul. Wait, no, my March haul. Go back to that video because I swatched all of them. This is insane on the eyes, and on the, like, a swatch of it will make you lose your mind. This is so perfect, and applying it is a dream. They look beautiful. This one is more textured and metallic than this. This one is a bit kind of sheer and washy, but so beautiful. They're so beautiful. They are sophisticated, easy to apply. They make a beautiful statement. I just can't talk highly enough about these. They're beautiful. And they're so underrated. I feel like nobody talks about them. And I want Amanda Z to try these. Amanda, listen, girl. You need to try them. They're beautiful. And you love Shiseido, I feel. And the Shiseido concealer. I tried it at the store. I tried it and the formula looks beautiful. The Synchro Skin. I think you're gonna love it. Now, the other 2 shades I really like. But I feel like is the right word to use to describe both of them. I like the shade 5 Zoku Zoku Brown. It's nice, pretty, and that's where it stops. There is nothing unique about this one in particular. Not about the other one either. This is the shade 4 Subi Subi Beige. Listen, like, this is probably the easiest shade to wear day in and day out. It's not matte, but it's not metallic. It's like a beautiful satin finish. It's really pretty. I like it, but I'm not crazy about it. I'm not crazy about it the way that I am about the other 2. So, I do love these eyeshadows. The Shiseido powder gel, pop powder gel eyeshadows. They're beautiful. But the shade 8 and 2, they're where it's at. Now, the other crazy eyeshadow purchase was the Dior ones. Let's discuss. So I'm going to discuss each shade separately because I feel like each shade has something that I want to say about. Unlike the other 2 where it was like grouped in pairs. The amazing and the great, but not amazing. These ones I have thoughts. Let's start with the shade Tulle. The shade Tulle honestly is boring. It's nothing special. It's like the shade you want to apply on your eyes when you're trying to have like a no makeup look. It's sheer, it's satiny, it's pretty. But I don't know why it needs to be an expensive Dior eyeshadow. I think that this is something that I could have bought at the drugstore and maybe been more satisfied with that purchase. I don't know. I like it, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel passionate about it, to be honest. However, now we're starting with the surprising one. I'm surprised at the fact that I really like this. When I bought it, it was like, "Ah, it's a dark brown. I'm gonna enjoy it for special occasions and nights out." Listen, this is so much more wearable than I gave it credit for. I love pairing this when I'm using the other shade that I'm going to talk about next, because this makes for a stunning outer corner shadow. Now, I will be the first to admit that I'm not really all about this outer corner kind of life. I like a shimmer all over the lid. I like a one and done. I don't really like to build some weird shape on my eyes and maybe like a cat eye style. I don't do a cat eye eyeshadow, almost never. It's not my thing. It's a thing for so many people, just not me, and that's fine. But I'm surprised at how useful this has proven itself to be. I can even wear it on its own without feeling like I am wearing a smoky eye. In daylight, don't look at my eyes. I feel like I can get away with wearing this without feeling subconscious about wearing a somewhat dark eyeshadow on my eyes. It's a first, and it's the only one that I've felt that way about. The shade that I love pairing poncho with is the shade Nude Dress. Listen, like this is probably going to be my most used Dior eyeshadow, period, because it's such a mild better. It goes perfectly with my complexion. It blends perfectly into my eyelids. It doesn't require any effort. I don't wear it and feel like I'm wearing a statement on my eyes, be it in a good way or a bad way. I feel like this is something I would wear just like I would wear a pair of jeans. I would wear it and feel confident in it and comfortable. I wouldn't wear it and feel like whatever is on my eyes is competing with anything else I'm wearing on my face or my outfit. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful kind of beigey golden brown. Light enough to blend into my skin, but dark enough to look like I'm wearing an eyeshadow. I really, really like this. And the formula is impeccable. It's impeccable. I think that this is probably why these are as expensive as they are. They don't apply in a way that you're like, oh, how do I blend this insanely pigmented mess? They're so easy. They're so easy and they're so nice. I really like them. Now, my actual favorite one, to no surprise, is the Amanda Z recommended Beige Mitzah. Beige Mitzah, I was wearing it during the haul, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And listen, like, whenever I want my eyes to pop, whenever I want to make a statement and not wear something dark on the eyes, this is my go-to. It's so dimensional and it's so reflective. It looks like several eyeshadows all in one. It's stunning, stunning, stunning. I cannot rave about this highly enough. I cannot talk about this highly enough. I cannot rave enough about this eyeshadow. If I was a millionaire, I would buy an eyeshadow for each person watching this video. But I'm not, so I cannot. But let me tell you this. If you feel like you are comfortable enough to go buying yourself a high-end eyeshadow, and you are looking for someone to recommend something nice to you, I would recommend this, and Amanda would recommend this, and I feel like each person that tries this recommends this too. I love it, and I highly recommend it. So yeah, this is an update on my wild purchase from March. Now, this month I did buy relatively the same amount of products. It just wasn't all makeup, and that's why I'm so happy. I think I'm gonna upload the haul separately, so I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed the update. Overall, I really don't have any major regrets. If anything, I regret buying the pink blush. I am definitely looking for a pink blush. I used to have a blush from Tom Ford called Wicked, And I'm looking for something like this because Tom Ford don't make these blushes anymore. They moved on to some duos or something. I looked at them and there's not a pink one that I'm dying to buy, because I love my pink blushes to be shimmery, and pink Wicked was perfection, but I haven't been able to find anything like this at this point. It's a bit disappointing. Maybe I'll look again to see if the M Cosmetics one are right. They look a bit more mauvey and a bit less shimmery, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have a recommendation for me for a beautiful pink blush, just like Wicked used to be, let me know. And I will see you in the next one, in the next haul. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!